Birth is universally celebrated. Death, however, is mourned. In fact, if there were no death, our small earth will not be able to accommodate us or even our pets. This birth-death cycle is not unique to humans or even animals. It happens even within the cells too. Protein molecules in the cells do not live forever, unlike the diamonds of James Bond movies. Really, different proteins have different lifespans, extending from few minutes to several months. Once their time is up, they are labeled with the molecules of 76 amino acids called ubiquitin because of its universal presence. This labeling is a complicated process. In a nutshell, once the protein is labeled by attachment of ubiquitin, for that protein, it is the kiss of death. Ubiquitin, in fact, does not do much more than marking the proteins that are to be executed. Ubiquitin does this by spotting and finding and labeling a very specific part of the protein called a lysine amino acid. This lysine is very special because it has two amino groups. One on the head region is called alpha amino group and one on the tail region is called epsilon amino group. Ubiquitin really makes an isopeptide bond with the epsilon amino group. Once this bonding takes place, that means binding of ubiquitin with the protein. For the protein, it is like a permanent tattoo. It is a mark for execution. Now, the protein may not be having just one lysine. There may be several, and to many of them, ubiquitin can bind. In funny part, ubiquitin itself has lysine. Once ubiquitin is bound to the protein, the lysines of the ubiquitin become susceptible too. Another ubiquitin can bind them. And this may have a lysine. Another ubiquitin can bind them. That means the whole protein will look like a porcupine with the quills with branches and branches. The binding with the ubiquitin or multiple ubiquitins called polyubiquitinylation is a sign for other patrolling molecules to recognize this protein to be destined to be destroyed. Those molecules will guide this condemned protein to the ultimate guillotine, and that guillotine is called a proteasome. The proteasome is the real guillotine where protein molecules are taken part by part and ultimately degraded. This ubiquitin pathway is not just for the degradation of proteins. It also has significant role to play in the regulation of cell cycle. Sometimes the bad germs which infect us, intending harm for us, they can hijack the ubiquitin pathway and use it for their own purposes. See, it is not just we humans, also proteins do play politics. A slight diversion. In 2004, the Nobel Prize in Chemistry was awarded to scientists in Israeli Institute of Technology and University of California for discoveries relating to ubiquitin. Did you like it? If you like, tell your friends and also subscribe. Thank you.